Well, good morning, Pastor Tyrone P. Jones, Church for the City, Yuma, Arizona. Virginia and I recently moved. It was bigger than expected, took longer than desired, and caused more, necessary reduction than calculated. For one, the square footage of the home we're moving in is less, but it's just right for us in regard to our future long-term plans. Second, we hadn't intended to join the minimalist by necessity. Yet I will say the proverbial less is more is kind of wearing on me quite well. I recently read that modern minimalist movement is sparking joy. Without totally understanding this, I've heard and read brands have picked up on this trend using a minimalist aesthetic in their marketing to reach the younger generation. I watched almost all of the Netflix documentary called Minimalism, a documentary about important things. Maria Kondo, she's a Japanese lifestyle guru. She became wildly popular for her decluttering method a few years ago. She was named one of Time's top 100 most influential people in 2015 and declares that her methods bring happiness and spark joy. Why are people hopping onto this train of decluttering their walk-in closets or wearing only one pair of pants or buying from simplistic brands? Well, sometimes it's to save money. Many simply want to reduce stress and not be tied down to material possessions. And of course, most are probably just following the trends. Instead of focusing on the objects themselves or how they bring us happiness, a biblical understanding of our possessions is about following a kingdom economy and submitting everything to Christ. The Bible does not disparage the wealthy themselves. However, wealthy can give us a false sense of security and easily becomes a perilous idol, according to Luke chapter 12. At the end of the day, whether wealthy or poor, Jesus cares most about our hearts. We find that in Luke 21, 1 through 4. As believers, everything we own is God's creation. Therefore, we're stewards of it. We're not only stewards of material possessions, but of our time, skills, and our spiritual gifts. Marie Kondo's method may spark joy. Getting rid of enough clothes so that we can walk into our walk-in closets probably does spark joy. Receiving Amazon packages of new clothes may also spark joy. There's nothing wrong with any of these sparks of joy, but they're just that, sparks. None of these will lead us to everlasting joy or true fulfillment. In contrast to the temporary spark that these fleeting moments lend, true joy is an everlasting fire because it rests in God, who does not change. Sunday, you're going to hear a message from Philippians chapter 4, verse 4, which says to rejoice in the Lord always. That is true, the true joy that only God offers. Have a joy-filled weekend.